does have a lot of good lines. In fact, tell you what, before I finish that sentence, what's your favourite line?
Okay, my favourite line comes from Alan Frog.
Yeah.
And it's, "Holy shit, it's the attack of Eddie Munster."
There you go. So, yes, that is a very obvious one as well, but I appreciate that. This film has got a lot of zingers, a lot of one-liners in it.
Yeah, some good quotable quotes.
Yeah, like, for instance, when Sam finds out that Michael is a vampire, he's like, "Just you wait till Mum finds out." I just think that's really funny. Mine is so obviously going to be "Death by Stereo," which is spoken by Corey Haim when he's just shot an arrow into one of the vampires. In fact, the vampire is called Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Right, can I just point out the vampires' names, because we haven't mentioned them. So, Keith Sutherland plays David. You have Brooke McCarter, who plays Paul. And then you have Dwayne, and you have Marco. I'm sorry, if you're a vampire, you're not going to be called Dwayne, Paul, or David.
You expect some American teenagers to be called Balthazar or Vladimir.
I mean, you don't know how old they are.
True.
So, apparently they were, I think, they were actually became vampires in the 40s. No, it was the 30s. I think I mentioned something about that, about, like, the earthquake.
Okay.
So, but yes, Dwayne the vampire, Paul the vampire, Dave the vampire, not very... I could have sworn, because Alex Winter plays Marco. I'm pretty sure that was like, they got the wrong scripts, and Keith Sutherland was actually supposed to be Marco. So that's slightly cooler.
Well, David's a biblical name, so...
Yeah, but...
David. I'm Dave, and I'm a vampire.
Back to my favourite line.
Yes, sorry, go on.
Death by Stereo is my favourite line, and also for all you metalheads and punkheads out there, I strongly recommend the band who took their name from that line, Death by Stereo's album, Death Is My Only Friend. It is an awesome album. So it's my
very good
hardcore punky sort of
little
stuff.
Musical recommendation there.
Yeah, I know.
Well, so do you have some facts?
I do. I have a few. Hopefully you'll find it more interesting than you found Lost Boys.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Clearly offended you.
You have a little bit. I'm going to have to find something. I mean, I'm tempted to say let's watch Crow tonight.
No!
This was Corey Haim and Corey Feldman's first film together, which marked the start of the popular 80s trend, the two Coreys. They appeared in a number of films together as teenagers. In the documentary Blood-Sucking Cinema, Corey Haim said that all the blood had glitter in it to make it shimmer in effect, and was slimier than other fake blood. So did they inspire Twilight? Well, I'm sure they must have done in a way.
Damn you!
Got another reason why Freya hates it. Santa Cruz, where Santa Carla takes place, was once plagued with the reputation of being the murder capital of the world, because of a series of brutal murders by 3 different very disturbed men in the early 70s.
Wow.
These murderers were John Linley Fraser, Herbert Mullion, and Edmund Kemper. Santa Cruz endured 28 murders over a 30-month period between 1970 and 1973.
Bloody hell.
Corey Plaidman. Where'd that come from? Right, we've got to start again. From the top. Corey Feldman almost wasn't in the movie. At the time, Corey struggled with drug abuse as a young age and showed up to work coming down from a cocaine binge.
Jesus.
He wasn't... I think he was only like 13 or 14 in this film. I tried to look that up. He was very young. Director Joel Schumacher was very upset that Corey kept dozing off and was unable to continue filming. So he fired him, but hired him back the next day after Corey apologised and swore to come to work prepared from then on, in which he did. Characters in this movie say Michael 118 times.
Good grief.
I know. I think there's another one. There's a few films that are like that, where they say something. They say someone's name too many times. Oh, I can't remember.
If you know what it is, then leave us a comment.
There is something. I can't remember what it is. Jim Carrey was considered for the role of David, as he had previously portrayed a vampire in the film Once Bitten.
Huh.
That would have made this film very, very different.
Yeah.
When asked why he did the film, Joel Schumacher simply stated, "Vampires are hot. They're the only erotic monsters. Frankenstein is not hot."
Okay. Well, if you say so.
In the dinner scene with Max and the Frog Brothers, Alan Frog puts out the candles with his fingers. Nobody told Jameson Newlander that he had to wet his fingers first, so he ended up getting burnt, and in later takes, he dipped his hand in the basin of water before putting out the candles. Jason Newlander lived in Beverly Hills at the time of filming. On their days off, he and Corey Haim cycled from Jameson's house to the beach. They had to call Jameson's parents to come and pick them up afterwards because it had gotten dark.
Aww.
They were teeny tiny little kids, weren't they?
Teeny tiny little coke heads.
So yes, that's all my facts. I think this is a good film.
Sure.
I think it holds a place in a lot of people's hearts. Probably much like me, because I'd seen it so many times during the 80s and 90s. But I also understand where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. Well, I just think I didn't enjoy it as much as I would have done if I had, seen it before now.
Mm.
I'm just too old and embittered to appreciate it fully. Although I do love Kiefer Sutherland. I can't say his name.
I can't speak today either.
Kiefer.
Yeah.
Good old Keith.
Keith Sutherland.
I do like him in everything, pretty much. I like his weird little face.
He's very, very good in Phone Booth.
Yes.
In
Even
fact,
though you don't see him.
Yeah, I'll spoil it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, during Halloween time, October time, give Lost Boys a go.
Sure.
Hopefully people will still like it.
I'm sure a lot of people have, a lot of people listening would have seen it already.
Oh yeah, of course.
And as a nostalgia kind of thing, going by what Matt says, it sounds like it's, holds up for those who remember it fondly. Whereas if you haven't seen it before, you may still enjoy it. I mean, I didn't hate it. It just,
Kind of sounds like you did.
No, because you know what it's like when something has quite a lot of hype, and you're kind of aware of something as being one of those movies that you have to have seen. And I've kind of gone through my life up until now being like, kind of, skirting around the subject of having not seen it because I thought I'd be judged.
So you're that punk that you go against recommendations of films?
Yes, I do. Do we need to talk about In Bruges?
Okay. In that case, I strongly recommend that you don't watch Marley and Me.
I've already seen it.
Oh, right,
Nothing happens, so
It's a harrowing story about a family and a dog. Come on.
So what? I like cats.
All right.
I'm kidding, of course. It was, the dog, fake dying in the film was very sad. Spoiler alert, but don't watch it. Anyway, so yeah. What are we doing next?
Well, you're going to give us some links,
All right.
and I'm going to be shocked by your just punkness.
My callousness.
Your haircut's gone to your head.
I know. It's shaving some of my hair off has obviously affected me in ways I never anticipated. So, if you would like to email us, you can email us on fullmoviepodcast@gmail.com. We are on Twitter @fullmoviepoduk, and on Instagram we are @fullmoviepodcast.
Leave us a review if you want. You don't have to. I don't mind.
I mind. Do it now. Do it now.
Hey, punk, calm down. If you want to send us a message or give us a suggestion of a film, do so. By all means. We have one rule, though, I will say. We don't do anything that's been done within the last 10 years. So, we're not going to review The Force Awakens yet.
No.
But yeah, if you want to recommend a film to us, go for it. We will do our best to review it. If you want to just message us, do it. If you see us on the street, which is highly unlikely, just throw a vampire bat at us and we'll catch it and go, cheers to the vampire bat, and we'll carry on with our day.
Indeed.
Yes. So, I feel really glum now for some reason.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's probably my fault. Well, why don't you tell the good people what we're doing on, what day is it? Sunday.
Sunday. We are going to be reviewing The Witches of Eastwick, which I have not seen in donkey's years.
I don't think I've seen it at all.
You'll probably hate it then. You know.
Oh no!
Great. Oh. So, yes, catch us on Sunday where we will be reviewing 1987's... Oh, I see a pattern there. Of The Witches of Eastwick.
I'll try and be nice.
You bloody better. So,
well, we'll speak to you then. In the meantime, have a lovely few days.
Yes. Cry, little sister.
Am I supposed to get that?
I just can't even. Toodles, everyone.
Bye!